Hey guys, it's Jamin here with PC Monkey. I'm bringing you another do-it-yourself computer video today. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Windows 11 onto a computer using install media that's been loaded onto a USB. Down below in the description, there will be a link on how you can create this install media USB yourself for free. If you do need to purchase this instead for any reason, just make sure that you're buying install media and not recovery media. Because you cannot install Windows 11 new with recovery media. So the fact that we're using this assumes that your computer is not currently functioning with a working operating system on it, which is why we're installing Windows 11 this way. If your computer is working and you can go online with your computer, then it may be easier. There'll be another link below in the description on how to simply go onto the Microsoft site and upgrade your computer to Windows 11 without having to create this and then use this like we're going to show you right now. As always, if you have any comments or questions, check out the FAQs below in the description first. It could save you some time getting an answer. I update those as I see common questions coming in. If you do need to leave me a comment, go ahead. I do try to get to those at least a couple times a day. And the last shout out before I start this process, if you want to double check your computer specifications, make sure that your computer can run Windows 11 well, there will be yet another link below in the description on how you can check your computer and see if it's good for running Windows 11. So for the computer that I'm demonstrating this with today, I'm using a Lenovo laptop. For the Lenovo brand, you would hit power and start immediately tapping on F12. So keep in mind that for other model computers, there will be other function keys that you hit to get to this option. For example, in HP, I think it's F12. In Asus computers, it's escape. So there will be other function keys for other models. Below in the description, I will have a list of the common computer brands and what key you should hit for those models. If you can't find your key, just try the different function keys, because sometimes different models, even in the same brand, unfortunately will use different keys. So now that we're here, I have two options: my Windows Boot Manager or my USB device SanDisk. I'm going to go down to the USB device. That's what we're going to boot off of. Okay, so here's where we're going to start choosing options. So as a side point, I'm using a USB mouse right now. If your touchpad doesn't work, if your tab keys aren't working right now, you may need to plug in a USB mouse like I did. So I'm going to go down and hit next. Install now. Accept the T&Cs. And you have two options here: upgrade, install Windows and keep files, or custom, install Windows only. For the sake of the video, I'm doing a custom install. I'm not saving anything. For a lot of my troubleshooting reasons, if the operating system's not functioning correctly, I find it's always better to do this one. So again, for the sake of the video, this is the one that I'm choosing. For the sake of the video, I don't save any data. I erase everything because I'm often just trying to wipe everything. If you want to save data, you're going to save the partition that your data's on. I'm going to go ahead and delete them all for the video. But again, you would save a partition if there's data on it that you want to save. So I'm going to delete all of them until all I have left is unallocated space, which is where I want to install Windows. I'll hit next. And there it goes. Your Windows may need to restart once or twice during this install process. That's fine.
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator by pressing Windows plus Control plus Enter. For more.
So at this point, she'll start talking to you to walk you through the install process. If you like, leave that on and you can answer verbally. She'll ask you questions, yes or no, and you can answer and go through that way. Or if you like, you can mute her like I just did and then use your mouse to select your options. At this point, unplug your USB install media from your computer. If your computer needs to restart to finish up the install process after this point and your USB is still in there, it could access it again and start your install process over. So again, make sure to unplug your USB right now. So I'm going to select your region. I'm going to leave it on the US. It's asking for your keyboard layout. Again, I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm not going to add a second keyboard layout, so I'm going to skip that. Now it wants to connect to a Wi-Fi network. Once you've connected to a network, hit next. This asks you to name your device. I'm just going to skip that for now, but you can put whatever you want to in here. And then this is where it wants you to link to your Microsoft account, or if you don't have one, you can create one. This is where it asks you to create a PIN. So this is where you choose your privacy settings, location data, diagnostic data, tailored experience, advertising. This is where you can turn things on and off. So go through these and see which one you want to do. I don't like giving people data unless I'm getting paid for it, so I typically turn them all off. But you can do what you want. Hit accept when you're done. Again, you can customize your experience a little more, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to skip this. And then this is allowing you to back up your files with OneDrive. You can choose to only save files to this PC and not back anything up, or you can just hit next and allow that to happen. You can try this Microsoft Office. I'm just going to skip it. And now it's finishing up the install. Okay, so now we're at the desktop of Windows 11. A good thing to get started once you've done a new install, there's probably a lot of updates you need to run simply because this is new. So you're going to go into your search bar right here. If this isn't up, you would go down here, click on search, but you would type in updates. And then click on this, check for updates under system settings. As you can see here, there's a lot of updates that are pending to download, so click on download now. And this process may take quite a few hours. I've had some computers take all day getting all the updates done, depending on how fast the computer is. You may have to restart several times during this process to finish an update and move on to the next. So just keep your eye on this. It's a good idea to make this part of the install process. After you're done installing Windows 11, make sure you get as much of this stuff run as possible. One thing that I did forget to mention, you probably saw it flash on the screen a few times during the install process. Don't turn the computer off during this process, and make sure your computer is plugged in and charging. If your battery loses power and the computer is not plugged in and the computer turns off, you've kind of messed up the whole process. You probably will have to start all over again. So make sure of those things. Again, if you have any questions, check out the FAQs below. If you need to leave me a comment or a question, do so. I try to get back to you guys a couple times a day at least. Please like and share. If this video is helpful, subscribe if you enjoy do-it-yourself computer work. And if you guys want to donate a couple bucks so I can keep making relevant videos, there'll be donation information below in the description as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys.